Welcome back to the Authentic Living Show here on 94.9 FM and AM 950 The Word. I'm Courtney Shawn. Joining me back in the studio is Ryan Sick and Kimmy Roccanello. Ryan is a certified fitness trainer, strength and conditioning specialist, and sports performance coach right here in Orlando, Florida. And Kimmy recently got certified as a family health coach through the Dr. Sears Wellness Institute. So combined together, they are a force to be reckoned with, and they have partnered up to really help get the whole family healthy and fit. So welcome back, you guys. First segment, we've been talking about a Summer to Serve series, and obviously going into the school year, a big part of getting the family on a good routine is good nutrition, getting to bed on time, getting the family active and healthy and moving. And you guys have made a big commitment to get into the schools and really work with our kids, not just to get them physically moving, but to educate them on making healthy choices and setting a solid foundation and really taking that ownership and potentially influencing their family when they go home from school as well. So we're so grateful for that. Kimmy, I want to pick up on just some tips for moms, because we're back to school. The pace is crazy. We have a lot of dual working families or single families, single home families when it comes to one parent at home. And when it comes to getting a good meal on the dinner table or packing healthy school lunches, what are some good tips that you could suggest that are easy for us to do just to start making a good impact in our kids' lives?
Yeah, so I think that if we can just do some of the basics, so instead of the white bread, use the whole grain, whole wheat bread to start. When you buy your peanut butter, if you're a peanut butter and jelly family, read what's actually on the back, on the in the ingredients. Make sure it's not saturated with molasses or which is sugar.
Right.
Make sure it's just peanuts. It's how your peanut butter is made. Make those little changes. Pack vegetables, pack some fruits, meaning celery, carrots. Obviously some kids are going to want something sweet possibly. So, make your decision there once a week or twice a week instead of every day. Right. Make sure they're drinking water before school. Make sure they have a couple water bottles with them throughout their day. And I just think also getting them, yogurt. Yogurt's a fun snack to have, but try to buy the whole fat yogurt, not this non-fat, which just adds a lot more sugar to it with vanilla, flavoring, and then it has all these different things, right? Just have them make it with you at home. Put some cinnamon in it, buy it plain, get some honey. Let them flavor it up, put it in a Tupperware, and call it a day.
Yeah, those are some great tips. And I think, like you said, too, just adding a couple healthy items in their lunch, just so as a parent, too, they're getting some type of nutrition, which is going to help them excel in the classroom and have energy to sustain throughout the day as well. And so one of the things now I want to kind of transition to from children is just talking about general fitness, because I think there's a lot of stigmas, especially coming from the health and fitness industry. My husband in the healthcare industry. A lot of people shy away from weight training because they think, you're going to look like, a huge bodybuilder, or you're going to bulk up. Especially women are really struggling with that from a psychological standpoint. You see more women traditionally in the aerobics classes, doing all the cardio, but you see this, I call it skinny fat, right? Where you're doing all this, cardio, but you're not solid at all and you're not burning fat. Right. So I want you to tell our listeners a little bit, just educate, help break this myth of not weight training and really the purpose behind it when transforming the body and overall health.
Right. So there is that stigma, especially with women, of if I lift a weight or if I start doing weight training, I'm going to be bulky. I'm going to look like that guy in the gym.
Right.
That's not the case. Like, women are not built the same as men. And the best way, honestly, the best way to burn fat and to also build that lean muscle is a combination of resistance training with dumbbells, with barbells, with bands, along with that cardio that you're doing.
That's right.
And when I say cardio, it's not like, when we do our group workouts, it's not this steady state, like on a treadmill for 30 minutes. You're doing the exact same pace for the entire time. Right. When members attend our group exercise classes, it's all about like HIIT training, which is high intensity interval training, where they're lifting weights and then they go in to do like battle ropes. Right. And then they come back and they do like a band exercise for shoulders, and then they go and like flip a tire. I mean, people show up the first day and they're like, oh my gosh, there's no way I can do this. And then they come back the second and third time and they're like, they fall in love with it, and they are able to do what everybody else is doing. It's all like a mindset. It's all mental.
Absolutely. And I think it is. And it just comes with
science.
time. It is a science.
It doesn't lie.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And so one of the things that I really want you all to share too is just your commitment to help people really transform their lives, because a lot of times what works on the inside manifests on the outside. If people are struggling with low self-esteem, poor relationships. Maybe they've been struggling in their career or their finances. I think one of the easiest outlets that's not, drugs or alcohol is food. We have to eat food to live. We have to drink to live. And so I think at the end of the day, a lot of people have used food as a tool just to kind of check out. And I think it's easy to do that and to not care. And then before you know it, what's working on the inside manifests on the outside. And so I think everybody has to get to that point, because I'm sure you all have seen it for many years when it comes to dieting. You'll see somebody in the gym, or they're really committed and they've transformed, and yet they fall off. And it's this yo-yo dieting, which is horrible on the heart. So talk to us about really taking somebody through a whole transformation process inside and out.
Yeah, and to touch on that too, we had a friend of mine who lives up north. When we first launched our first program a couple months ago for fitness, with group fitness, which included a meal plan as well. She had called me she was really excited to see we were advertising a program that she could take advantage of, because she just found out she was pre-diabetic.
Wow.
And she had to lose X amount of pounds, or what have you. And really, she knew she had to change her overall lifestyle. This wasn't going to be just exercising at home, or just eating healthy.
Right.
She knew she needed to really incorporate both into her lifestyle. So, it's a step-by-step basis, it's a process, but it's really just not that difficult if you take the time to learn a little bit about what foods you should be incorporating into your lifestyle, what makes sense for you, what foods aren't you allergic to that you can, you can eat, etc. And then implementing, the fitness component as well, and figuring out how that's going to work for you also. And within a couple weeks, literally, she had gone to the doctor and she had lost, about 20 pounds within that 6 weeks. And she found out she was no longer pre-diabetic.
That's
just
incredible.
By following, the meal plans and the workout plans. So I think it comes with making a commitment to say, I know I need to do this. If I don't, it's going to be a lot more, painful, stressful, more expensive, et cetera, in the future. I need to wrap a hold of it myself now, and no more excuses, really.
Absolutely. And I think that's a powerful result, is just going back to your primary care physician and going, you know what, you're no longer pre-diabetic. You're getting your life back. And so,
that's awesome.
Brian, I want to talk to you a little bit too, just about the importance of your why. Because it's got to be more than getting in your skinny jeans, right? Or, having big biceps and ripped abs. There has to be something bigger than just the external transformation to go through the discipline and the commitment, and to really get it to be a lifestyle. Because yes, you have these transformation programs where it's hardcore and you're eating, cardboard and chicken breast, and you're eating air pies and water, for a certain amount of time. But that's to get on stage. But when it comes to just overall general health and, maximizing your fitness and your vitality, what are some of the testimonies that you have to really help people identify their passion and their purpose in life, and why it's worth investing in taking care of themselves?
Yeah. Oh man, I kind of just went brain dead.
It's all good. I think I threw a lot at you, but I think at the end of the day, you sit down with people, obviously, before they commit to doing your program, and somebody has a reason, and it may be, Kimmy, like getting in your skinny jeans, but what has been somebody's testimony maybe that you've worked with that really impacted your life?
Derek and Sam were great.
Yeah, there's been a couple of clients that I've worked with over the years where it's typically an older client of mine, and they just want to be there to watch their grandkids grow up.
There you go.
They want to be there in order to watch their grandkids go to elementary school, go to middle school, and it's crazy because they come to me and they are in this like desperate state of mind where they are just like, I went to the doctor, I have all these medical issues, and they're defeated. They come to me and they're defeated. They're discouraged, and it's my job and it's Kimmy's job to just uplift them and motivate them. I can't make that decision for you in order to make that initial decision to jump on board with our program and make that life change. But if you are committed to at least initially just trying out one of our classes, trying for a week to follow the meal plan, trying for a week to complete the each workout each and every day, like you will see such a significant change in not only like your mindset, but also like physically over time. And it's really cool to see so many people that come through our programs that we've worked with over the years just change from where they are day one to where they are like day 14 or day 100. It really is such awesome change to see.
And those are encouraging stories. And that's what I'm talking about, because I think majority of people, they're never going to stand on stage, and flex. That's just not going to be their goal.
Exactly.
But their goal might be to walk their daughter down the aisle, or be there for the kindergarten graduation, or just to flat out feel better. I think people are walking around just in a state of just fogginess and numbness. They don't know what it even feels like to have energy, to have vitality, to be able to have a good night's rest. And so, Kimmy, how does nutrition affect our ability to be able to sleep and let the body rest and recover as well?
Yeah, and I think it also, not only depending on what you're eating every day, obviously, is going to help you with, all of your emotions and, mentally and physically, but, even just something as simple as eating, protein as a child is going to help you with having a better attitude, So of course, it's just super important to implement a healthy lifestyle, plant-based foods, fruits, vegetables, being careful when you're choosing your carbohydrates, staying away from those simple sugars so you're not waking up in the middle of the night, or if you see your kid, when they do eat that way, they're on a major high, and then all of a sudden they crash, and their attitude, and they're crying, and they're, they can't control themselves in a lot of senses. And so just kind of incorporating a healthy lifestyle, it really doesn't have to be super complex. Overall, it's what's going to keep you healthy. It's what's going to make you feel better inside and out. And, unfortunately, the statistics don't lie. Even according to the American, Heart Association, it's scary, but they're even deeming that this generation of kids will not even outlive their own parents.
That is so true. And that is a very sobering statistic. And that's why I'm so excited that you all have teamed up together to really the long haul, help people make healthy choices that over time are going to get them the results that they want, and that we can have healthier kids, and more productive society too. So I'm so excited for you guys, because we've committed to team up and help somebody in our community, right? That maybe they've tried and they've quit and they've given up, or they've kind of lost their why, and to help reinvigorate that. And so we're going to have all the information up on our Facebook page. But what we're going to do, Ryan, is have somebody nominate a friend, a loved one, a coworker, somebody they know that really needs a kind of accountability to help them push through and get the results that they need to have a better quality of life. So we're going to have all the information up on that. Kimmy's going to come alongside them and help from an education standpoint with the nutrition. They'll be able to come and join your local fitness groups, your workout groups. So we'll have all the details on Facebook. But real quick, could you give your information for our listeners to get connected with you?
Yep. So our website is sickfitness.com. That's SICK. Fitness.com, and then also you can find us on Facebook and Instagram as well, Sick Fitness.
Awesome. Well, Ryan, thank you so much for your
time,
your commitment, your passion, Kimmy, you as well. We'll have all the information up on our Facebook page. This is Courtney Shaw. You've been listening to the Authentic Living Show here on 94.9 FM and AM 950 The Word. You can stay connected with us throughout the week at AuthenticLivingShow.com. We'll have all our most recent podcasts up. You can also check out our new YouTube channel to get a sneak peek in the studio. Go out and find your authentic voice and share it with the world.